Conceive, believe, achieve. Shut the f*** up.
I watched this. I sent you this video. George St.Pierre, who we all know, which, by the way, you told me, yes. Can you talk about that? About the date or no?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, of course, UFC announced the fight. They came to me with the fight. George St. Pierre, July 8th, Las Vegas. International Fight Week is the date and the event that we are targeting. And, but Dana wouldn't confirm the date at the press conference. But then I saw Dana a couple of weeks later when I was working at Fox, and Dana said, yeah, we're still hoping July 8th. Now, really, I guess all I've got to do is reach out to Dana and say, Dana, how's it looking? But the other day, George St. Pierre is one of his trainers, and he's going to think he's never going to do this again because I've kind of got his trust, but I guess that trust is out the window now. It has, several times I've shit on him and made it public what we say, and now I'm talking about it yet again on my podcast. But Jorge Blanco, if you're listening, he sent me a little text. He says, hold on, let me bring it up.
Slow down. You do this every time. I want to make it clear to people.
I know. He's never going to speak to me again.
He goes.
No, but it's nothing bad.
Right.
Morning, Michael. All good, buddy. Rehab going well. Now, bear in mind, this is George St. Pierre's coach. So whilst it might look like a friendly text, and as I say, we are friendly, of course, he's his coach. So I was actually in the car on the way to sparring. I was going to do some rounds with Rafael Dos Anjos that morning, actually. And I was going to type out because I was stuck in traffic. I was like, oh, yeah. The knee's fine. I'm on my way to training. But I thought, no. Obviously, it's GSP's coach. So I responded with, hey, bud, yeah, slow going, unfortunately, but I think I'll be able to start training soon enough.
So now you're putting fake information into his camp. Brilliant.
Fake news, buddy. Fake news, exactly.
Very smart.
And then he put, that's good to hear. No, and I put, any word of a date yet? And he said, that's good. I have no idea. Blah, 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 some other stuff. But he says, no idea of a date on our side. And I put, UFC want July 8th. He said, I doubt that's going to happen. Anyway, so long story short, looks like GSP is trying to push for a later date. I heard rumors of that a while ago from Ariel Helwani. I heard that they wanted like September, October, and that's what UFC told me as well. But I'm just throwing it out there right now. If he wants to wait until September or October, then he can go find himself another opponent, buddy, because I call the shots, without sounding like an asshole. It's my belt. I'm the champion, and I'm not willing to sit around until September or October. This fight was discussed in January. A fight camp only takes 8 weeks or 6 weeks. Fighting in September or October is ridiculous. July 8th is the date. I will be a little bit flexible and maybe go past that a little bit, but I want to fight International Fight Week, July 8th. So, George St. Pierre, get it together. Stop doing your fucking gymnastics. Stop doing your backflips and whatever it is. And let's do this, buddy. Come on, sign the paperwork. You want it. You sat there at the press conference. You talked big. You sounded confident. So, sign the goddamn paperwork. It's as simple as that.
What happens, let me ask you, let's say for some reason he's not ready. Let's say he's not ready until 2018. If
he's not ready, then I guess Yoel Romero gets his title shot.
Wow.
Because, listen, I'm not afraid of Yoel Romero. And if GSP wants to fight, of course, there's a great storyline there. And it's George St. Pierre coming back, fighting for the middleweight title. We've been over this a million times.
Of course.
Everyone's heard about this. And it's great, and it'll do big business. But I'm not willing to sit around, and he doesn't get to call the shots. You know what I'm saying? It's my belt, and I'm not just some little asshole waiting in the wings for my title shot. I've got the belt, and I want to fight. I'm in my prime. I don't want to sit around for a year. If we don't fight until September or October, that would be a year. And I'm not willing to wait a year, for George St. Pierre.
Wow.
Regardless, I might as well do 2 fights in that 1 year and still make the same money. So, George, if you're listening, bud, get it together, and let's do this goddamn fight. Come on.
It's crazy. I almost feel like you shouldn't have put it out there, because now I feel like Yoel Romero is going to pull a Tanya Harding and break GSP's kneecap. Or
what's a Tanya Harding?
Tanya Harding was that ice skater back in the Olympics who had Nancy Kerrigan attacked. Do you remember this from the 90s? You know,
This
was a very big story.
Last week, let alone the 90s.
Yeah, this is a very big story in America.
I don't recall this story, no.
So basically, it was during the Olympics. I think it was '92 or something like that. The number one figure skater and the number one seed or whatever they call it in figure skating was Nancy Kerrigan, and Tanya Harding was like just less good, and she hired a guy to come in with a pipe and break Tanya Harding's knee as she was. I swear to God, dude, it's a huge story. It's so funny because you were in England. This probably just wasn't a big fucking deal there because these were American athletes on our Olympic team. But now I feel like
Winter Olympics.
Yeah, it's Winter Olympics.
Yeah. We don't give a damn about the Winter Olympics.
You don't give a shit.
We get zero snow.
Yeah, so now I kind of feel like you've left the window open for Yoel Romero and his Cuban thugs to attack George St. Pierre as he's coming out of his ballet classes or his, gymnastics or something like that. It's not good.
Hold on, so I'm googling Tanya Harding. Tanya Harding baseball bat.
It's not. Just put Google Tanya Harding, Nancy Kerrigan. There's no video of it.
I've got it. Incidentally, somebody else. Sent me a picture of GSP, and he was in Miami recently. So you're right. Maybe Yoel and his Cuban thugs will go and get him because he was down there recently. And get this, Luis J. Gomez, at a pool party. So for all his bloody bluster at the press conference, right? We say, Michael, you've been drinking and all this business. He was at a goddamn pool party. It's like, dude, that was a while ago. Now I've rehabbed my knee. I'm training. I'm living life as an athlete. But this guy's secretly at pool parties, Gomez. What do you make of that?
I'm looking up right now. I just typed in George St. Pierre partying, and there are a lot of pictures of George St. Pierre.
Oh, pot calling kettle black.
Drinks in his hand, girls around him, pools, dancing. GSP, he's not necessarily Mr. Goody Two Shoes either.